For today's cup of coffee with Scream.
Don't drink the seawater. Exactly.
There's lots of Scream out there going on. Variety. It's like I have discovered that for those of us that are nerds, watching severe weather coverage is like watching sports. Like other people watch sports.
Yeah.
It's nerd mode. I've been watching it for hours.
Nerd.
Watching it for hours. When the Weather Channel first came on years ago, oh my God.
You were
Jim
fascinated.
Cantori. Yes, I would sleep to it. I had it on 24/7. But like I said, they would throw Jim Cantori's ass out there in whatever.
What is your flavor of autism?
So, but Ryan Hall and his team are doing such a really, really good job. And it's dedication. When you have to sit there for that many hours and not get up and move.
Yeah.
You know, I think that at one point he had been sitting there for like 5 hours. And I'm thinking, dude, maybe he needs to get him one of those standing things or something to where he could, you know, have an option. Because when you sit that long, that ain't good for you.
I mean, he can stand up whenever he wants. He can take a break whenever he wants.
But it's also, he does try to be professional. And the other folks that he has working on his team, they try to be professional.
Yes, but it is unrealistic to expect a person to be sitting on their ass for X amount of hours without their legs getting tired or something else happened.
I understand that. It's like, you got to realize, for a lot of viewers of these things, they have totally unrealistic expectations of others. They do.
They need a reality check.
They do. There's a lot of people need a reality check. I honestly do. But, and that was, speaking of the reality checks, I was telling Kid earlier, we are recording this on September the 26th, 2024, by the way. And I think that Hurricane Helene has just recently made landfall.
It finally made landfall?
Yeah, a few hours ago it did finally. They thought it was going to make landfall early this morning. It did not. And that they were saying that it could, as far as going inland, and still be classified as a hurricane, which is highly unusual.
Yeah.
Because usually once these storms hit landfall, they very quickly begin to dissipate. Not this one.
It makes you think, what is up with this one that is so different? What is going on?
There's a lot of theories out there.
Is it man-made?
Possibly. It could be weather manipulation. But even as far as they're having, lots of, we're under, at this point, 3 warnings. I think 2 of them are supposed to expire today. The wind advisory is supposed to stay until tomorrow. I'm grateful I do not have to go out of the house because, things were rescheduled. Because I'm like, ain't nobody going out of the holler unless they walking. That was called setting a hard boundary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's like, that's stupid.
Let's go drive out in the rain. So.
There are people that do stuff like that. But going back to the stupid and possible as far as natural selection, I know that in somebody on X, they had reposted a sheriff or somebody in one of the counties that had told people to evacuate because some of this, a 20-foot water surge is unsurvivable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20-foot water surge is
we
like
can't
that.
Even fathom that.
It is like that episode of American Dad where their house literally lifted from the foundation because it was made improperly, and so basically they were in a glorified boat.
Well, that sounds good in animation, but it does not work in actuality.
Oh no, it started flooding.
Yeah, but
sinking.
The sheriff of whatever county that it was had issued a statement that if people disobeyed the order and they decided to stay where they were, that they were supposed to take a permanent marker and write down their name and different things like that so that their body could be identified. Now, he was serious.
Yeah.
Because some of these people, they will do dumb shit, and then they will call 911 and expect these first responders to come out and save their asses. And so some of these counties are like, no. If you want to do something stupid, you are not going to take somebody else's life with you.
Yep.
And that's just like, I know that there had been a first responder that had, as far as being electrocuted this morning.
Oh, shit.
And prayers for that family. Yeah.
That's horrible.
It is horrible because this stuff is serious. And it's just like even in our area, and we're under, as far as, we're in one of those red bands over the next several hours. Mm-hmm. And there are people that's in some kind of pink zone, which is a really, really hot zone that danger zone.
I've never seen like a pink zone.
Well, he's got one. You'll see it here. They'll show it here in a minute.
So it's worse than the red. Mm-hmm. We're not in the pink zone, but we are.
But, will it affect our area? Yes. How will it affect our area? I don't know.
Did you say that it was the red that we were in?
Oh, that's a totally different map that you're looking at there. And that there have been areas that's had, of course, these kind of storms can spawn tornadoes, all this stuff. Like I said, this is sports for nerds.
Except this is life or death.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it is an adrenaline junkie thing where I have been a first responder in the past.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I would rather be aware of what's going on. It's probably triggering some kind of PTSD is what it is. And I've got hypervigilance.
Yeah, maybe.
More than likely. But I think everybody's got some PTSD going on right now. Just the world as it is traumatic.
Yes.
And getting more so day by day.
Uh-huh. It's a shit show.
It is. And so within this, there is a online news source that is called Irish Star. And so this is Michael Moran had written a story September the 24th of 2024. UFO Whistleblower says huge alien announcement is months away and will be dramatic.
Why do I find that believable?
I find it highly believable. And he writes, a UFO whistleblower, Charles McNeil, has made some startling claims about a significant event in human history set to occur in the coming months. He alleges that he was part of a top-secret U.S. Air Force intelligence unit responsible for upholding a 70-year truce between the American government and the alien civilization.
What?
According to McNeil, who offers no proof of his credentials on his YouTube channel, so take that for what it's worth, this truce is due to expire at the end of September of 2024. He suggests that a series of planned events will follow, including a partial or total destruction of Israel, a brief global conflict, and a staged alien invasion using reverse-engineered UFO technology. McNeil further claims that one of the initial steps in this grand plan will be the announcement of an alliance between the U.S. and Afghanistan's Taliban government. And while that sounds preposterous right now, the way things are going, is it really out of the realm of possibility?
No, honestly, that is not. That is not far away from reality whatsoever.
We don't know. We don't know. I'm just reading what the article says. He also suggests that a gradual release of information through news outlets and fictional portrayals of extraterrestrial contact in films and TV has been part of a campaign to ready the world population for the shock of encountering an alien species. And he states, oddly, quote, "This is known as the public acclamation program," end quote. Which it's a self-disclosure. we've pondered that for years.
Yeah.
And he also says, for decades, you have been force-fed fictionalized versions of the truth through TV, movies, and books. And he had told this to The Mirror. And he details the entire shocking plan on his Acclimate Now website, which includes a planned Third World War designed to scare the public and reduce the civilian population. This war, he alleges, will be interrupted by an alien invasion that has been in the works for decades. Many of the alien craft seen during this period, he suggests, will actually be secret USAF project he refers to as the TR-3-B Alien Reproduction Vehicle, the ARV.
Oh, shit.
It says, but soon, McNeil predicts, we will meet a range of real aliens, including cybernetically enhanced humanoids from a planet in the Rigel star system.
Wait, cybernetic. Do you know what that means?
Yeah. You want to explain what cybernetic
Yeah,
means?
electronic. Mm-hmm. Robotic.
The Borg.
Yeah.
I will not assimilate. And he says, quote, type A-C have a gray or grayish pigmentation that can sometimes appear chalky. They have 4 fingers and smile suction cups at the end of each finger, and some have webbing between their fingers and toes. Type D have a brownish pigmentation and 5 fingers and 5 toes. This species was originally fully biological until they explored the cosmos and encountered what they now obey, something known as the Keeper. They now revere technology and began integrating mechanics into their biological makeup thousands of years ago. End quote. Again, the Borg. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's not scary at all. He also claims that after first encountering these beings in the late 1940s, the U.S. government has been in contact with various alien species over the years. According to him, information about these extraterrestrial civilizations will be made public in the next few years. However, he warns that even this public disclosure will not reveal the entire truth. He states, quote, unfortunately, the disclosure process is not intended to be 100% honest or transparent. It's merely a tool for a very dangerous plan to unite the world, end quote.
One world government?
McNeil asserts that one of the primary goals of this conspiracy is to establish a new world order. Global government controlled by the U.S., which would then form a worldwide alliance with these extraterrestrial visitors. Although McNeil has proved no concrete evidence to support his claims, apart from a few brief videos of the alleged USAF alien reproduction vehicle, he suggests that the global realignment is set to begin at the end of September. If this is the case, we won't have to wait long to find out if there's any truth to his allegations. And I will put the link to the article in the description box. Would it surprise anybody if this shit happened?
I don't want to see it.
I don't either. Well, there's a lot of things we're experiencing that we didn't want to.
Nobody wants an alien invasion.
No.
Nobody wants a one world government except for a handful.
You've got a lot of people that are very much deceived.
The mass majority versus a handful.
Yeah. Well, and it's incredible how, like I said, how gullible some people can be. It truly is. And that's always been true of some people. That they will just, as far as the ability to think critically, to ask for evidence of things, to think logically and rationally instead of doing an emotional response. A lot of those things, those skills, take years of training and being taught. Mm-hmm. And that is not how the majority of humanity has been taught. It's that public school. Sit down, shut up. I'll tell you what to think. Yeah. And so it's coming back to bite a lot of people.
September is when this is supposed to start.
We're in September.
What?
Yeah. This is September.
When did it?
There's 4 more days left in September.
What? So when did it supposed to start?
At the end of September. According to this man. According to this man.
We got a few days left.
But now let's face it. There's a lot of people, you can say anything and he can believe whatever for whatever reason. And we've got people out there that just ridiculousness. That's why with discernment, you need to have proof.
Yeah.
You need validation.
You do. You really do.
Yeah.
I'm just going to wait. We're going to wait and see what happens.
Well, you might as well. What else you going to do? I mean, you can run around in circles and scream, and that's always an option.
It is Cup of Coffee with Scream.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we did have a screaming section, earlier today.
We did.
Really did, and it was very cathartic.
Mm-hmm. It helps a lot.
It does. From time to time. There was a pop psychology trend back in, I think it was the 70s, of primal scream.
Isn't that what some people, like some of those women go on those retreats do, which is the primal scream, and then they beat the sticks on the ground? And that's a very healthy, cathartic thing.
It very much can be. And as far as the cost of the retreat and stuff like that, and it got slammed. Mm-hmm. The whole thing. And it's like, it really should not have been.
No, it shouldn't have been, because it was not a bad thing.
No.
And it harmed who? No one.
No one. It harmed no one. If they found out the price of the retreat and they had that price and they wanted to go for that experience and stuff, okay. And it's like, we don't know these people's lives, why they felt the need to engage in that particular type of therapy.
Exactly.
I mean, it is a healthy thing when you have pent up frustration, rage, all these different things like that, to have a positive physical outlet for that. Mm-hmm. As far as if it was a matter of walking or taking a lap or doing whatever type of thing. Martial arts, I worked through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Lots.
And
it's like, that's not an option for me at this point. But there's other things that I can do. Such as Kid and I acting ignorant and screaming here in the living room.
Yeah.
Because no one cares. No one cares. Because it was one of those that, we have random ignorant things that if somebody had a tape recorder outside our home, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Such as, cumulonimbus, you're not cumulonimbus. You ain't nothing.
What the fuck is cumulonimbus?
It's a type of cloud formation.
Mama!
Nerd. It went along with what they were talking about.
I'm here clueless.
You know the Michael Jackson song, or the Weird Al parody of the Michael Jackson song, Fat? The original song was Bad. You ain't bad. You ain't nothing. So it was a matter of, you ain't cumulonimbus.
I don't know what that's the thing. The cumulonimbus.
God. Anyhow.
You lost me with the cumulonimbus.
I'm a nerd. I embraced the nerdom long ago.
Smooth Brain Gang. Oh. Smooth Brain Gang. Fortnite. You want to play Fortnite? The new one's kind of shit.
No, are you kidding? I have hours left that I can sit and watch severe weather coverage.
Oh, dear.
They have cameras. They have people on the ground. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Plus, please. Your own local weather alert. Of course, I don't have to have a weather alert because I check mine myself.
It blared on me. And I had no idea. No idea how
That's
to turn
why
it
they have
off.
to have those. It's for people who have no idea.
No, I had no idea how to turn it off.
Oh. You go into your settings and alerts, and you can have your preferences.
Not
on those
all
things.
settings are within the settings thing. I have noticed that.
No, you have to jump through hoops on some of it.
Legit, that's why I liked Apple better. It was all organized and concise.
So it was for smooth brain people? Is that what you're saying?
Yes! It was perfect for Smooth Brain Gang! Let us Apple users enjoy the simplicity and the smooth brain.
Final thoughts on
I
this.
don't want to be wrinkly brain. I don't want to be rained on
Fighting against
wrinkly
being
brain.
smart. I don't want to be edified.
I don't want to be edified.
I want to sit in the corner and lick the window and eat the crayons.
Absolutely.
Join us there on Rumble with 15 Minutes of Flame with Robert Phoenix. Yeah. Monday, Tuesday. No, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're in there. I'm not.
Right.
I mean, I'm just an onlooker. That's
because
it.
we can have fun over there on Rumble. We really can. It's detention hall.
Yeah.
We're in there doing our own thing. We truly are.
Spitballs, drawing on the chalkboard.
It's okay because it's rowdy. It's rowdy.
Is that what detention is? No one's in the room?
Oh, hell no, they had a teacher, supposedly.
Supposedly.
Supposedly. These were the behavioral, problem children and different things like that. I can't remember what I had done to be in detention there that one time, but there I was. Flying paper airplanes out the door that had messages, help me.
Help
Help me.
How old were you?
Oh, I was in high school.
Throwing paper airplanes with
And
help
the teacher looked at
help
me.
me.
The teacher looked at me and he's like, I'm so disappointed in you. And I was like, oh, God.
Because you threw paper airplanes out the door? That's what you got detention for?
No, I was in detention doing that.
Oh.
I was not a problem child in school at all. It was after I went through that, then I thought, I've been indoctrinated. Seriously.
Yeah. That's
The
usually
awareness
how it goes.
the awareness was pretty much early on. I knew it while I was in school that there was an indoctrination on some of that stuff, and I thought, no, I ain't gonna buy it. Mm-mm. Because I was born with oppositional defiant disorder.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Final thoughts.
It will. Stay glued. Stay glued
Yes.
to the weather app.
Yeah, seriously, if you are in the line of any of these storms and stuff, we know our people. That we do not have the smooth brain gang amongst us. The smooth brain.
Me. Hello.
Amongst our viewers, these people are intelligent people, or they wouldn't be here. The smooth brain may tune in for 2 or 3 minutes, and then they're gone. They can't keep up. So this is why we have deep respect and appreciation for our viewers. Mm-hmm. We truly do. And when they comment and share their wisdom and knowledge and journeys and humor, that means a lot.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah. We have a wonderful pirate crew amongst us. We truly do.
As opposed to ignorance. Pestilence.
Yeah, that's on some of those other places.
Smooth Brain Gang.
Those are the ones that have some of the higher viewer counts. They really do. I've watched. I observe things.
How is that the smooth brain, like the people with the actual smooth brains get like big views and shit like that?
That's because it's being encouraged. That's why the algorithm likes that. They don't want people to be edified. They don't want people to challenge the narrative. They really don't.
But the narrative needs to be challenged.
Sure it does. Sure it does. It's like this article. We're not asking anyone to blindly believe this. To sit there and do the research for yourself, go and listen to dude and see if he's, possibly onto something, or if he's another one that's, tweaked out. We don't know.
Yeah, what was it on? What was the article?
He's got a YouTube thing, but I'll post the article in the link to the article in the description box.
Okay, what was the article on though?
Irish Star.
Oh, never heard of it.
Yeah, well, So is that your final thoughts
Aliens.
or what?
Aliens.
Yeah.
Duck and roll.
Yeah. Stop, drop, and roll.
Just hide in a corner somewhere.
Oh, God. Oh, if you've had experiences.
They can't see you if you hide in a corner behind a brick wall.
Right. Sure they can. If you've had experiences with the paranormal or supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, tinfoil hats.
Tinfoil.
Yeah, those of us that they sit there with the tinfoil hats, we've had some validation.
Yeah.
We've had quite a bit of it. But not enough.
No.
Not enough. We need to see true justice done.
We do. We really
And it's
do.
like, no, I have not even thought about checking the email. I'm sorry. I go through these periods of time. It's been rough on multiple levels. So just, a little bit of grace and lots of prayers. The email is cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm. BitChute, Rumble, YouTube, go check her out. Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. X, previously known as Twitter. Rolanda, COCWS. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty active over there on X, especially. I can go between screens on that. I can scroll through X and still have the weather thing on.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Yes.
I have decorative coffee. It's not storming to where I can step outside and have a smoke and come back in and I can still hear the broadcast. So this has actually been kind of nice. It really has. I mean, anybody who is harmed in any way, that's not nice.
Yeah, no. Prayers for all these people in dangerous conditions.
Yeah, I mean, this is some serious stuff. Mm-hmm. But it is still an adrenaline rush. It is.
I don't know if it's the fun type of adrenaline rush because it's too real.
Like I said, it's one of those first responders. If you've ever been around first responders of any variety, they're a different breed of cat. They really are.
Yeah.
So, anyhow, know that you are loved. Mm-hmm. Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated. Don't be a dumbass. If they tell you to evacuate an area, please do so.
Literally. There are people refusing.
Don't expect somebody else to come and save your ass, and don't put somebody else's life in danger.
No.
And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cut.
Yep.
Bye.